the narrow bar. Sunlight withdraws across the bottles, pulling gold from the labels until only muted glass remains, like a chord stripped down to its barest intervals. This evening the door keeps opening on leftover day, letting in shoulders wrapped in office fatigue, their conversations scattering like loose eighth notes over the rustle of coats and chairs. Here now, on stage, the trio sketches a slow swing. Bright cymbal pattering like gentle rain on tin roof, spacewalking with patient feet, piano teasing blue, fragments of familiar melodies for us. You lean into the microphone, voice kept low, drawing the room closer, replacing saxophone lines with the elongated syllables that curl through the smoke. A shadow sketching itself in sound tonight. Every phrase lands slightly behind the beat, like someone lingering on the threshold, not quite ready to leave, savoring the temperature shift between inside warmth and outside chill. Out there, sin pads hover beneath the acoustic bend, soft as breath on glass, giving the harmony a blurred horizon where one sustained note ties together every scattered conversation and thought here. At the window, the city trades color for outline, neon beginning to bloom, while the last pale streak of day clings stubbornly to the western edge of memory inside us. Between songs, glasses touch down like soft accents, tiny collisions of glass and wood that keep time with whispered jokes, the rhythm section of our crowded shared solitude tonight again. You call for a tune in minor, something with space around the melody, a modal frame where you can hang sudden blue cries and gentle sighs without disturbing the room. When the final chord fades into the hum of refrigerators and dimmed lights, nobody moves immediately, as if the whole bar were balancing on unresolved breath together right now.
Along the chromatic horizon, colors blend like brush chords, warm oranges dissolving into cool blues, then deeper violets, as if the sky were slowly modulating through secret tonal centers tonight.
We sit on separate benches in the public square, close enough to hear each other's breathing between car sounds, far enough that every shared glance feels like a chosen note. The street musician nearby loops a gentle rhythm.
Hand drum and finger snaps, then layers a soft humming line built in a pocket where time sways without completely moving forward yet.
You begin to sing under your breath, offering fragments of an old tune. But the melody shifts, slipping into new intervals that match the changing light more than memory now. Across the square, shadows stretch like long baselines, anchoring the scene, while windows turn from reflected mirrors into glowing frames, each room a different chord colored by private history. The harmony of the moment feels almost modal, one quiet tone repeating underneath everything, a wordless drone behind footsteps, conversation, sudden laughter, and your uncertain heartbeat, speeding then slowing again.
Overhead, the first faint stars emerge, where blue surrenders to deeper blue, appearing not as triumphant arrivals, but as gentle corrections, tiny revisions to the unfinished sentence of the sky.
Our conversation drifts through small subjects, coffee schedules, misplaced keys, yet underneath every pause rings like a suspended note, hinting at a richer chord we may someday decide to play. As streetlights finally claim the square, the last trace of color along the edge narrows to a fine line, then dissolves, leaving only tone, texture, and the rhythm of breathing. We rise at the same moment without speaking, walking side by side toward different streets, our footsteps quietly syncopated, carrying the unresolved harmony forward into whatever the night decides next.
The last train has already gone, leaving the station quiet, yet the sky above the rooftop still holds a faint bruise of color, where daylight used to live today there. We linger on the pedestrian bridge, alone except for distant headlights and one vending machine humming a low drone, like an organ pedal anchoring everything that passes below us now. You tap a syncopated rhythm on the railing, filling the empty arrivals board with imagined departures, flights of fantasy scheduled between slow quarter notes and barely audible brushstrokes there. Somewhere a busker practices in a tunnel, horned phrases drifting up the stairs, broken by concrete arriving as fragments, which your voice quietly reconstructs into a new late-night standard. The melody you choose is simple and open, a question stretched across just 3 chords, leaving so much sky between them that the stars seem almost close enough to answer. Traffic thins to a soft murmur, occasional engines swelling like passing trombones, then fading into silence, while the river below keeps its steady unseen pulse beneath the bridge tonight still. We share a canned coffee from the machine, turning its metallic chill between our hands, syncopating sips and jokes, pretending tiredness is far away, improvising courage in small doses here. Overhead power lines cut dark stabs across the fading sky, birds becoming stray notes as they settle, then tucking their heads like fermetas. At the edge of sight above us, the harmony between us feels suspended, neither bright nor broken, like a chord waiting for the band leader's nod, while we stall with half-serious stories about nothing important really. When we finally turn toward home in opposite directions, we walk slowly, each step another soft closing hi-hat, disguising the gently hopeful tempo starting somewhere under our ribs tonight.
Rain begins as a mist and thickens, turning the alley bricks slick and bright. So every neon sign paints trembling copies of itself along the wet ground beneath our shoes. We shelter under a shallow doorway, shoulders brushing, listening to droplets improvise, polyrhythms on discarded boxes, metal railings, glass bottles, each small impact, another uncertain beat in the evening score. From the club next door, a muffled band pushes through, bass frequencies crawling under the door, cymbals hissing like distant spray, piano fragments leaping across cracks in the wall inside. sections of the street, carrying streaks of red and white, as though traffic had written its story there tonight. We talk about nothing important, favorite records, ruin umbrellas, the best cheap noodles nearby, while just beneath our voices runs a quieter current, deep and unnamed, like bass resonance underfoot. The alley cat slips past with soaked fur and offended dignity, pausing to listen when you bend a blue note, as though recognizing some secret doorway hidden inside the phrase. When the rain eases into a fine curtain, the neon reflections sharpen, and the world feels drawn in ink instead of watercolor lines, clearer but somehow more fragile out here. We step from the doorway finally, walking down the shining alley in unhurried time. Our footsteps joining the soft remaining rhythm, as though the city were guiding us gently homeward. Waves fold themselves against the rocks with patient persistence, white edges glowing faintly as the remaining daylight sinks, leaving a band of silver where sea and sky negotiate peace tonight. We stand above on the railing path, jackets held tight, letting the wind edit our sentences, blowing away extra words until only honest fragments remain between us out here now. The small radio by your feet leaks a faint jazz station, distant trumpets softened into whispers, right cymbal lost in static, harmony reduced to shifting ghosts of color and air. You hum along anyway, inventing a new melody, tracing the cliff outline with sound, stepping across wide intervals, the way girls step across updrafts with reckless confidence, loose grace. Below, the water keeps its own tempo, slow swing of tides accented by breaking waves, the eternal rhythm section under every confession we almost make and then postpone again tonight. Clouds arrange themselves like layered chords above the horizon, dark on dark, creating depth where there is only air. stretching beyond the reach of names for us. Your hand finds mine with uncertain pressure, a half question held in skin, the kind that lives best here, halfway between day decisions and night dreams, along this high path. Taste of salt and faraway fires, someone cooking in a hidden house, invisible notes of daily life drifting up, harmonizing with our shared, barely spoken possibilities right now. As color drains gently from the waves, they reflect only the sky's deepening mood along the mini window, leaving behind a quiet pulse that follows us even after we leave here. Walking back toward the town lights with music still whispering from the radio, everything feels slightly untethered, as though tonight could tilt into something unexpected with just one word spoken.
On the open platform, the sky is a vast shallow bowl, holding the last diluted blue of day, while yellow signs glow like floating chords above, quiet tracks below us. All her chime chimes mark the hour with gentle drills, a mechanical lullaby, while the recorded voice announces destinations, bending vows in a lonely tune that hardly anyone truly hears out here. You pace between the painted lines, your steps falling in a slow swing, heel and toe, heel and toe, counting measures instead of minutes, while the wind rearranges your hair. Somewhere above, planes carve invisible staves through the fading light, their engines long sustained notes, while thin clouds rest on the horizon like unresolved chords, waiting for resolution tonight again. Phone screen glows against your palm, a tiny stage where messages appear and vanish and carve as visions of affection and doubt played in real time, without rehearsals or clear changes written. The train arrives moves like a brushed cymbal swell. First a rumor, then a shimmer, then a full bright presence, light scattering reflections along the rails, metal singing its entrance here. Inside the air is warm and thick with recycled afternoon perfume, tired breath, and something like expectation, a chorus of unspoken stories sharing this narrow moving room for one moment. You choose a seat beside the window, watching your reflection merge with outside scenery, double exposed in motion, like two melodies temporarily sharing the same fragile measure of time tonight. The rhythm of wheels becomes a drum solo. Steady yet filled with tiny variations, clicks and sighs, carrying your thoughts forward and backward over the day just lived until now. As the light outside dissolves into a continuous band of blue-black, you realize the journey itself is the bridge linking who you were this morning with whoever waits ahead.
Thin lines of remaining sunlight slip through the curtains, laying warm stripes across the floor, while the ceiling already belongs to evening, painted in soft indigo and distant streetlight shimmer. You move slowly through the room, turning on lamps one by one, each bulb a new chord tone, filling the silence with glowing notes that gently shift the harmony indoors. Outside, children finish their last game, voices bouncing off the buildings like scattered scats, then dimming as they are gathered inside, leaving only the soft wheels of passing bicycles nearby. The record you choose begins with a whisper of brushes, then bass, then piano, a slow swing, assembling itself like twilight, layering colors across a restless sky. Above this room you hum along, not chasing lyrics, only tracing the horn line that is no longer there, your voice sliding between notes, tasting each blue possibility before settling down inside you. Shadows gather in the corners like patient listeners, their edges softened by the glow of a single screen, where muted images move in time with the lazy ride. Simple pattern in the kitchen, water begins to sing burned, messages half written and saved, possibilities kept waiting at the edge, the way the sky lingers before choosing its final shade for night outside. The room becomes its own small universe, rhythm marked by dripping taps and turning pages. Melody carried by your quiet breathing, harmonized by distant siren, slipping along unseen streets below. When you finally switch off the overhead lights, leaving only one lamp near the piano, everything feels clearer, as though the dark were gently underlining what still matters tonight here. Clouds gather into gem bruises along the horizon, violet and gray, as if the sky were practicing minor chords before the true darkness settles over the sleeping city below us. We sit on a rooftop ledge, legs dangling above antennas, trading stories that hang like notes over the bar line. Late but welcome, careless with their own arrival this time. The band downstairs rehearses a softer standard, brushes skipping on cymbals like quiet rain, while piano lingers on strange extensions, letting unresolved tones shine briefly, then fade back inside again. Your voice follows that echo, singing without words, only low vowels and breathy consonants, tracing a phantom horn line against the sky, a silhouette carved from almost silent air. Tonight around us, rooftop gardens close their petals, leaves folding like tired hands, while tiny lights under railings glow amber, sketching a path we are not yet ready to follow down. Every sentence between us walks a narrow wire, balanced over what was and what might be. Each pause a step into empty space, each smile a fragile recovery from silence. The harmony we imagine has fewer notes, more air, a modal landscape where one tone stays constant beneath, steadfast as the steady steady chill rising from the streets below us now. Neon drinks its own reflection in distant windows, colors softening as if embarrassed, while our glasses leave slow halos of water on the concrete between scattered cigarette ashes out here. We talk about departures in the language of weather, low pressure systems of feeling, brief clearings of certainty, forecast written in half-finished sentences that drift away before commitment arrives. Finally loosens from the buildings, we fall quiet, listening for some inner click, a modulation that will tell us where to begin next.
Orange ashes of daylight rest on the river, trembling where the current curls, while a distant horn outlines the skyline, like charcoal on damp handmade paper tonight, beneath fading birds. We walk along the railing, counting waves instead of minutes, letting silence trade places with laughter, then back again. A lazy swing pattern only our tired shadows understand completely now. Your fingers tap against the metal rhythm, brushing triplets into the air, joining the soft hi-hat from a nearby doorway where someone warms up a slow tune for strangers. My voice follows the changes like a careful dancer, stepping on scale degrees, holding notes that feel unresolved, then sliding down into resolution sweeter because they almost did not happen. Behind us, office windows surrender their last bright rectangles, one by one, until the building becomes a silent chord, all tones evenly dark, humming gently over the parking lot below. A train creeps across the bridge, percussion made of metal and distance, ringing through the interval between what we were planning and what we might almost be ready to try. The harmony tonight is narrow but deep, two chords, trading colors back and forth like dialogue between stubborn friends who refuse disagreement yet keep changing gently with every reply and sigh. Tan pads spread under everything like distant mist over fields, barely moving, just breathing, allowing the upright base to sketch low constellations that float beside our ankles as we linger. There is a small question resting between our shoulders, not yet spoken, only traced by glances turning with the river, borrowing colors from every reflected window that passes us by. When the first star wakes above the cranes, we stop counting waves, listening instead to the unfinished cadence of our breathing, suspended like a held note over patient water here.
Colors lean softly across the sky as distant traffic hushes, and lazy jazz brushes the air like quiet waves upon a hidden shore in the night, where shadows wait without speaking anything. Streetlights flicker on like cautious thoughts, while windows trade their final sunlit secrets for reflections that sip darkness slowly. And remember every touch that crossed them during warmer hours today in this suspended breathing room. Footsteps loosen from the pavement, swinging behind the beat, turning corners into questions that rise like smoke from restless cups of cooling coffee left unanswered. Your silhouette leans close to the melody, tracing invisible saxophone lines with humming lips, letting vowels bend and hover over chords that circle patiently without deciding where they truly belong. Brushes on the snare whisper like distant waves against concrete breakwaters, while piano lingers on modal colors, stacking gentle dissonance that glows rather than bruises the fading light between us. Every note carries a memory of heat, trapped in stone, slipping away in ribbons, leaving room for softer promises that move like cats along the line between fear and trust. Traffic lights change their minds at the corner, washing red and green across passing faces, as though rehearsing futures where we choose differently, yet still arrive at this quiet conversation. tides that swing like a slow tide, sometimes stepping forward, sometimes slipping behind, always returning to that blue center. The harmony refuses to explain fully around us. Synth pads glow like distant buildings, seen through fog, holding a single drone that anchors everything. A soft horizon that never moves yet keeps the night from falling. So we linger in the doorway of the hour, neither leaving nor returning, tasting the gentle bitterness of in-between, where nothing is promised, but everything suddenly feels possible.